A mother's silent victory. There was once a woman named Meera, a simple housewife who lived in a small town. Her life was filled with laughter, love, and hope. Until tragedy struck. One evening, her husband collapsed unexpectedly and never returned. Overnight, Meera became a widow, with a little boy just 6 years old holding her hand, asking, "Where is Papa?" That moment broke her heart. But she knew she could not break. She had no choice. She had to become both father and mother. At first, life was cruel. Neighbors whispered, "How will she survive alone? How will she raise a child without a man?" Money was scarce, meals were sometimes half empty, and the nights were often sleepless. But every morning, Meera looked at her son Arav and told herself, "If I fall, my son will fall. If I rise, my son will rise." She took up small tailoring jobs, stitched clothes late into the night, and sometimes went hungry just to make sure Arav had milk. Many times she would cry silently in the corner so her son would never see her tears. When Arav wanted new books, she would cut down her own needs. When he wanted to go on a school trip, she worked overtime to collect enough money. She never said no to his dreams, even when her own dreams remained buried. One day, when Arav was in high school, he asked, "Ma, why do you work so much? Don't you get tired?" Meera simply replied with a smile, "A tree never asks if it's tired while giving shade. You are my shade, Arav." Arav studied hard. He knew his mother's blood and sweat were invested in every page of his books, but struggles did not stop. There were times when relatives advised Meera to give up on expensive education, to let her son take up a small job. But Meera stood strong. "My son will not live a small life. He will achieve what even his father couldn't dream of." Finally, Arav finished school with top grades. He got admission into a prestigious engineering college, but the fees were high, beyond their reach. Meera sold her gold bangles, the last memory of her husband, and handed the money to Arav. With tears in her eyes, she said, "This is not jewelry. This is your father's blessing. Go and make your life brighter than ours ever was." The college years were tough, but Arav studied relentlessly. Sometimes he skipped meals to save money. Sometimes he walked long distances instead of taking the bus, but he never complained because he remembered his mother's sacrifices. After years of struggle, Arav graduated with distinction. Soon after, he got a job at a top company with a salary higher than anything his family had ever seen. The day he brought his first paycheck home, he placed it in his mother's hands and said, "Ma, this is yours. This is not my success. It is yours." Meera's eyes filled with tears, but this time they were tears of pride. She had once been told she couldn't survive. She had once been doubted, pitied, and even judged. But today, she was standing tall as the mother of a successful man. Years later, Arav became a respected professional, and whenever people asked him the secret of his success, he never mentioned books or teachers. He simply said, "I am here because of my mother. She is the true definition of strength. When life knocked her down, she rose again, not for herself, but for me. And because of her, I can rise too." Friends, this is the story of countless mothers and widows around the world. Life tests them, challenges them, and tries to break them. But they rise, and in their rising, they create the future. So the next time you feel life has knocked you down, remember Meera. Remember her courage, her sacrifice, and her belief that no struggle is bigger than a mother's love. Because success is not measured by wealth or fame. True success is when you rise again after every fall and help someone else rise with you.